Welcome to the madness that is Shibuya. Talk about a crazy scramble. Welcome back, guys, and this is of course going to be the Shibuya video. This will be our final video here in Tokyo, and I'm up here at the Starbucks right above Shibuya Scramble. You can basically come here and get some photos, check it out, get some videos, all for the price of a drink, and get a little bit of tea for like 485 yen, less than 500. So it's a nice spot. I know there's a couple other spots that might be a little bit further away, but this is right above it on the second floor, which is kind of really cool. But anyway, we're going to be going around Shibuya, not just here in the downtown district, but exploring as much of the city as we can. So let's go. So your first real stop on this wild Shibuya tour, if you are any self-respecting gamer, nerd, you definitely want to come to the Parko building in Shibuya, day or night. And this is, of course, on the 6th floor where you're going to find Nerd Central. It's going to be the Pokémon Center, it's the Nintendo store, the Sega store, the Shonen Jump store, the Capcom store. Everything when it comes to nerding out here in Tokyo is here in the Parko building in Shibuya. So I'm just going to let you guys check it out, and we'll continue on for there. But for all nerds, please enjoy this next segment. Okay, that's cute. Little pumpkin Pikachu. I still like the samurai one that I saw over at the DX, the downtown Tokyo one, but still, that's freaking cute. So honestly, I've already been here a couple of times coming into Shibuya on days off when I'm not filming, and this is just probably one of my favorite spots in Tokyo just because I'm such a big nerd. It has been so hard on this trip because I travel light and I pack light, and I budget for these trips. It's been so hard not to literally splash and spend all of my cash on whether it's video games or just plushies, whatever, something to take home. It's so much fun. This place is so cool. So definitely, if you're big nerds and you definitely want to check it out, definitely come up here to the Parko building because it is wild. It is so awesome. Alright, so something I have been missing since I got here to Japan is basically having breakfast. And you can find breakfast all across Tokyo. It's not super hard, but it is not something that is, at least when you think of like a traditional style American breakfast or a UK breakfast, Irish breakfast, things like that. But you can find some places, particularly when it comes to the sweet stuff. And this here is a place called, I think it's Ivorish or Ivorish, something like that. But what they focus on is premium French toast. And this looks, number one, like a work of art. Absolutely beautiful setup. And it's got mixed berries, some bananas, a little bit of ice cream it looks like as well. So we're just kind of gonna delve into everything to really get in a nice bite out of that. Oh man. Fantastic French toast. Yeah, if you're looking for the breakfast kind of stuff. I think they also do have like Madame Croquette. So they do have stuff with like eggs, bacon, ham, so a little bit more savory. But if you want like a nice sweet French toast with some berries, fantastic. So you know that old saying, out of the frying pan and into the fire? Well, this is where basically it's happening, because I thought I was going to be coming up here, getting away from the kind of downtown part of Shibuya, come up here to Yoyogi Park and kind of relax and chill out. No, it is bustling here more, because I seem to be here on the day of some kind of international festival, because there are stalls from all over the world here. They're doing performances, they're doing dances, you can get food from all over the place. So this is absolutely awesome. Like, this is not what I was expecting when I came to Yoyogi Park. So let's go and check it out. So a large section of this particular international festival is kind of like the whole Indian area, and I love Indian food. And I haven't had it in quite a while, because they didn't really have Indian food in Alaska. So basically got, you know, it would technically be classified as yakitori, but this is chicken tandoori yakitori. So we're gonna try this. Oh. That's so good. Oh my God. That is fantastic. That's the one thing you don't really get here in Japan with all the fantastic food, is the spice. And even though this is not super spicy, you still get a little heat to it. You don't really find that all that often, except for certain circumstances in Japan. So, oh man, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's rather fascinating in Tokyo how much, 100 feet can change things. As you can see, we are now in the heart of Yoyogi Park, and, just 100 feet literally away across the main street to where all of that chaos and all the market and everything was happening. And now it's nice and peaceful and quiet. This apparently, this side that I'm on right now, is where they have a whole lot of cherry blossom trees. So if you are here during the sakura season, this is the part of Yoyogi Park to come to. It's still technically considered like the south part of the park, but it is fantastic. Even without the cherry blossoms, and most of these trees are bare, just kind of like hanging out around here, and just how kind of like nice and quiet and serene it is. It's nice after, the chaos of the last couple places in Shibuya you've been to. But definitely Yoyogi Park so far, it's got my heart. So after Yoyogi Park, your next place you want to visit is right next to it, and that is the Meiji Jingu Shrine. And this is an amazing temple here. The grounds are absolutely by itself, absolutely fantastic, very heavily wooded, great place to kind of walk. You're going to get a lot of shade, particularly on the warm days. This is the place you want to come to. And then, of course, the shrine itself is magnificent. It's actually one of the younger shrines, I think, in Japan just in general, because it was built not in the Edo period or before that. It was built during the Meiji era. And it's kind of like, I think, 1926 was when the entire grounds was fully finished. I think it was consecrated in 1920. 1921, the temple itself was finished, and then the grounds itself was finished by 1926. So it is much of a younger temple compared to many of the others that I've seen so far in Japan. But the grandeur is absolutely fantastic. I just randomly ran into a wedding ceremony, which was absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I would ever personally make my own wedding that public, but still, it was absolutely fascinating to watch. And like the dress was, it was really kind of cool, the whole setup. But the shrine itself is definitely worth visiting, and the grounds honestly is my favorite part, just because you get lost in the woods, and it's phenomenal in a city this big with everything that goes on. Places like this and Yoyogi Park where you can kind of escape, second to none. So the main grounds and the shrine of Meiji Jingu are free to visit. However, if you want to get into the inner garden, it is 500 yen, which of course is not that much, but still it is well worth that 500 yen, because this is a large, sprawling, beautiful garden that has just got vegetation, trees, flowers all over the place, and it changes with the seasons just like many other places here in Japan. And I'm kind of in a weird point where I'm here at the end of September. Fall hasn't kicked in. Most though of the flowers from summer have already kind of gone. So, but I will say the water lilies were still absolutely spectacular. But even still, this lush green garden to just walk through, nice and serene, absolutely fantastic. And definitely worth 500 yen to just kind of truly experience everything that Meiji Jingu truly offers you. All right, so all that walking, I think I deserve a little snack, and I am going to be trying dango, and this will be the first time that I am having dango here in Japan. Actually, I think this is the first time I've ever actually had dango, which is basically sticky, sweet rice dumplings. As you can see, oh, that is very sticky. Smells good. It's sticky and hot. Oh my god. It was really hot. Oh, these are so good though. Oh man, that was delicious. Right, I'm a dango fan. Well done. And now we return from calm to absolute chaos. Dear God. Well, welcome to Harajuku, guys, and probably the most chaotic place I have seen since I got here to Tokyo. Even above the Scramble in Shibuya, I think it's just because it's so tight. Even above Amayoko Market, this place is hopping and popping. There are so many people, particularly here on Takashita Street. So we're going to be kind of going through the street just to showcase what's here. And then also, I do want to try and see if I can get into one of the little animal cafes. We'll see if I can make that happen. But I will say, this place is ridiculous. If you get sensory overload easily, it will happen here, believe me. But anyway, enjoy Harajuku. I'm surrounded by pigs. My right leg is falling asleep. I can't feel it. So of course, one of the biggest things that Harajuku is known for are the animal cafes, and there are a multitude of them, from Shibas to cats to even otters. I wanted to get in to do the otter one, but they didn't allow any kind of even basic filming. So I did come over here actually to Brahms Path. This is where you can kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of Takashita Street and come to My Pig. There are two. There's one on Takashita Street, and then you have the bigger one here that is on Brahms Path. And I would recommend coming here. It's about 3,300 yen for about 25 minutes with the pigs. If you can work it to where you come in and get a reservation for 5 p.m., that's when they do the feeding. So you can actually see them do feeding for dinner. But it was a lot of fun. The pigs were great. It was kind of fun to just see them, run around, and then of course, just sit on your lap and drool all over you. It was a fascinating experience, and I'm definitely glad that I did that. So yeah, it's not a cat, it's not the dogs, but you know what? The pigs are still damn cute themselves, and they were a lot of fun. So when you're in Harajuku, in one of the back alleys away from Takashita Street, there is a little place that I highly recommend to come get a bite, particularly if you need a little bit of break from the traditional Japanese food, which honestly you never really need to because Japanese food is delicious. But if you're looking for some tacos, and occasionally I need some good tacos. It's been a long time since I've had some tacos because I left Texas in May. I'm filming this in September, and there are no tacos in Alaska. There's really not a lot of tacos in Tokyo, but I found one here, and that is Tacos Tres Hermanos. I actually saw them, I think, on Instagram, and I had to try it, and I gotta say, they did not disappoint. I think it's from Sonora, is the region of Mexico, but the suadero tacos, fantastic, amazing. Really good stuff. So highly recommend if you are looking for something away from the traditional Japanese food, definitely come back here. It's in the back alleys away, like a few blocks away from Takashita Street. It's called Tacos Tres Hermanos, and I believe they have a few other taco shops across the city. But anyway, whichever one, wherever you find them, go in and get the suadero tacos or the carnitas. The suaderos was fantastic. Now, if you are looking for a shopping street that is definitely nowhere near as hectic as Takashita Street, I would recommend, while you're still here in Harajuku, going to Cat Street. I don't know why it's called Cat Street. I don't see any cats anywhere. I don't see any cat statues. So if anybody actually knows the answer to that, please leave that in the comments below for everybody, because I'm not entirely sure why it's called Cats. Oh, wait, never mind. I did see one sign over there that is a luggage sign that has a cat on top. I don't know if that constitutes that, but anyway. It is at nighttime, very well lit, and really nice, and semi-photogenic as well. So definitely, even if you're not doing anything here, just taking a stroll at night is kind of nice, and it's nowhere near as crowded as Takashita Street. So we've already experienced the scramble earlier today, but you do have to experience it at night. if you watch the video where I went to Akihabara, you'll know that I went to a Don Quixote. And of course, Don Quixote is a shop or store or just a beast of a place where you can buy anything and everything all day. But that store was only about 2 floors. The Mega Don Quixote here in Shibuya is 7 floors. It is a massive beast. Each level's got all these different types of, products, groceries, electronics, whatever you can think of. Things you can't even think of. You can find here with eye-catching phrases, by the way. There was one over here that said, heavy ration, kiss me. And then underneath is eyeliner. So 2 + 2 = 5, and that's not mathing for me there. But even still, honestly, I love walking around the store, seeing all the random stuff that they have, and of course some of the funny English English phrases that you can find. So it's fascinating, and I highly recommend anyone that's coming to Japan definitely check out a Don Quixote, and if you can, check out the Mega Don Quixotes, particularly the one here in Shibuya. It's entertaining just by itself. All right, so just so you guys know, like I did with the last Don Quixote in Akihabara, go to the 5th floor, and when you do, the 5th floor here at the Mega Don Quixote in Shibuya is the toy section. Lots of fun toys, lots of good stuff. Within the toy section, there's also another section that has toys that are meant for, adults to play certain games that, you kind of want to keep behind certain closed doors. So just be aware when you come up to the toy section, there is another different toy section that is actually very easily accessible if you're not paying attention. This has been a public service announcement. Okay, now I found something that I really wish that I had space, and maybe on like my last day in Tokyo, I might come back and buy one of these. Let me flip you guys over. They have these build your own ramen houses or ramen shops. You can get the bags right here, but these are absolutely cool. Oh, see, so this is stuff I would love. The only thing being that I, basically live, work, and breathe seasonally, so I don't really ever have truly a home that I'm constantly at. But, we do have the family home in Texas, so I can make them and just store them there. But even still, these are cool. All right, guys, so the last spot that we're stopping out here in Shibuya is here at Lost Bar, and this is right in the middle of the downtown Shibuya area. I think this is part of Grand Tokyo Building, and my God, this place, number one, it's a fantastic bar. I'm actually sitting here in the VIP room. You can reserve this for you and a couple or for a whole group. You can probably fit about maybe even up to like 6-7 people in here for about 5,000 yen an hour, so it's like $33 as of right now. But this place is awesome. It's a great cocktail bar, and of course co-owned by Chris and Charla, the owners of Abroad in Japan channel and Charmeleon channel, and you definitely got to check it out. And a big cheers to them for creating such a fantastic bar and this good looking old fashioned. Oh, that is a very good old fashioned. My goodness. Tasty. But yeah, if you're looking for a great place to come to here in Shibuya and meet people from all over the world, because it's mostly, foreigners that do come here. So you have a lot of people to talk to. And of course, you can see, as long as it's still there, the GU sign behind me on the other side and the legendary shoe that somehow is up there. I don't know how that is going. How has no one seen that? There's a shoe on the side, all the things in Japan. I would have thought someone would have seen that and gotten a ladder and gotten it off, but, I think they're going on
day 88 as I'm filming this in September, and when this video comes out, probably at the end of November, hopefully it's still there, because at that point you're looking at 4 months of a shoe that's somehow in that little G. That is fascinating, absolutely fascinating. All right, Travel Dons, that's going to be the end of this particular video here in Shibuya. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, of course, leave those in the comments. And this is the end of our time in Tokyo. I am headed off to Kyoto next, so stay tuned next week for the first Kyoto video. I am super excited. As much as I love Tokyo, I've been waiting to do the whole Kyoto experience just because I love that kind of history. It's just, oh, I cannot wait for that. And of course, even after that, after we're done with the Kyoto series, we'll be going to Osaka, which I am super excited about, particularly for the food. But Kyoto's first, and this has been an awesome 9 days for me, 5 video experience for you guys. I was able to get as much of Central Tokyo as I could in that time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about anything, leave them down in the comments. And if you have your favorite places in Tokyo that you know I didn't hit in any of these videos, please let me know down in the comments, and let others share your stories with everybody else as well in the comments. And of course, if you enjoy the video, give it a big old thumbs up, hit the like button, and of course hit the subscribe button. It does help me very, very much. And of course, share these videos with your friends. That does help it as well. And until we meet again, guys, peace out and have a great night.